I went sale agreed and had my keys 3 months later. Here's everything you need to know about getting a mortgage in Ireland. Let's start with something that a lot of people get wrong from the beginning, what an AIP actually is and what isn't. An AIP stands for Approval in Principle. It's basically a piece of paper from the bank saying that based on your income, your savings, and your financial history, we would in principle lend you X amount. It's not a mortgage offer, it does not guarantee you a mortgage. It's just a starting point and it's valid for 6 months. So if you haven't found a house by then, which in Dublin is pretty common, you will need to renew it. Something that I think is crucial when it comes to an AIP is that your AIP will show you the maximum amount that the bank is willing to lend you. But it doesn't mean that that's what you should spend. In our case, for example, we were approved for a much higher amount than what we ended up buying for, and if we had gone with the full amount, our monthly repayment wouldn't have been sustainable, especially when you factor in your other financial goals, like your pension, your investment, living your life if you want to go on holiday, for example. And if your mortgage stretches you to your absolute limit, it basically leaves no room for anything else. I always use the Carl's Mortgage Calculator app to kind of sense check what every given property would actually cost me per month before placing a bid. I talk about this in part 1, so go check that out on my profile. Now, in practical terms, to get an AIP, you go directly to a bank, or like we did, you work with a mortgage broker. Honestly, if you're new to the process, using a mortgage broker is one of the best decisions you can make because a broker works with you based on your requirements. They have access to every possible lender in Ireland. They present you with all the options and they let you make the decision. But also they take care of all the documents, they stay on top of AIP renewals, they take care of all the communications with the bank, and in most cases they are completely free for you. They get paid 1% by whichever lender you decide to go with, so they basically have no incentive to push you to a lender instead of another. At least that's my experience. Once you have your AIP, the process is that you find a house, you win the bid, and hopefully you go sale agreed. In the next video, I'll go through every single step from going sale agreed to getting your keys, and I will do it in order so you know what to expect. Follow along because there's more coming.